So, one thing that you need to keep your computer running good, any computer, gaming computer, laptop, anything, is to make sure it's clean and dust free. Dust builds up fast. I clean mine frequently. This has been sitting for 2 weeks to a month. And as you can see, it already has a lot of dust. Now, one common misconception that I hear a lot is that you shouldn't take your computer apart, you can wreck it. Now, a laptop I wouldn't suggest taking apart unless you know what you're doing. But anything else, like an ordinary tower, this one doesn't, but they often have thumb screws here. Or like this one here, it just opens up, this opens up by pushing a button on each side and lifting. Those ones, they come off easily for a reason. So now, as you can see, I've got my power supply removed. You don't really have to do this, but mine has this dust cover. And so, on some cases, down here where your power supply goes, or up here, wherever, if yours has a dust filter, it often slides out from underneath. Mine doesn't, so I had to remove my power supply. But as you can see, it's cleanish. I've done some work to it, but I haven't really done much to it. It's the first time I've removed this since October, November, whenever I built this, so it's holding up pretty good. Now, there are two ways that you can do this. One is by using an air compressor. Now, these ones can be pretty cheap. This one was bought at a hardware store for $50, I think. But obviously you don't have to have one of these. They take up quite a bit of space. They make a lot of noise. So if you don't have one, you can use a can of air duster, which is actually what I was using here. I removed my GPU here. You don't really have to do that, but I just did just to do it, to clean it easier. So I do prefer to use the air compressor. I use the can of air duster normally because it's more convenient, but the air compressor gives you dry air, as the can of air duster often is full of liquid nitrogen. If you shake that can or tilt it any way, you can risk it damaging your components. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just a quick way to do this. So I'm going to get this going and filled up and whatnot. Alright, so the compressor's full with 100 pounds of pressure in it, and I've got 30 pounds going out to the gun. You don't really need any more than 30 pounds, or else, it just shoots out too much air for cleaning your computer, blowing off dust, especially a light dusting like this, because there isn't really that much air that it's not going to take that much to shoot it off. So if you go ahead and use a whole 100 pounds, it'll go through your tank really fast. You're going to get covered in dust, and then you're going to cough, and it's not going to feel very nice. So I'm going to try and do this with the camera. Now this tank is small, so I'll probably have to fill this up again to use it, but that's okay. And there we go, it's nice and clean. And I'm going to clean out in here first before I reinstall that. Now this blows off dust a lot quicker than the can of air duster does, because it doesn't shoot anywhere near 30 pounds. For some reason my regulator just went up to 50 pounds. That's okay. And obviously the little surface stuff you'll have to do with your fingers, unless you want to use 100 pounds of force, but I don't really feel like doing that. So there we go, good as new. And now we can remount this, which just snaps into place somehow. that. Just push these tabs in. There we go. Now we'll do this. And I'm just going to do the rest of this, then I'll be back. Alright, so I've gone through. I'm not sure why you can see this because of the camera light, but everything's a hell of a lot cleaner now than it was. Some things still could use a little bit of wipe off, but I'm not too concerned about that. So, I've got actually I didn't clean out the fans, all of them. So here's what I like. I just like to go to the back and just angle it upwards so that the air doesn't all shoot back, that the dust all doesn't shoot back into your case. And then from here just do the same over here. Not sure how a hair got in there. Whatevs. And there we go. Now I'll reinstall my GPU, which is the Sapphire 270X. AMD, of course. And I think I did a video. I haven't posted it yet. I've made videos of everything to do with this build. I've made videos of everything to do with pretty much everything else I've done, but I just don't think they're good enough to put on YouTube. So I don't really post them. This one obviously will be posted because you're going to see it, but for the most part, I just don't really think the videos are good enough or YouTube worthy, I guess you could say, so I don't bother posting them. And that's why you really only, maybe 1 in 10 videos I post make it on YouTube. And that's pretty much why you see one video a month, or every 2 months, or every 3 months, or however. But, I had a couple requests for the videos of the build. I didn't think they were that good because, for one, they were filmed with my BlackBerry, you couldn't really see anything. And, oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, right, like I said, it was filmed with my BlackBerry, so I had no tripod. So, the way I did this was I said what I was going to do, and I showed you my problems, and then I went and did it. So, I guess it'll help, because being that it was a first-time build, and you might experience some of the same problems. So I've had a couple requests, and I'm going to edit that one up and put it on. And the same with the GPU, I made a video about that. And I also made a video about and review the fan controller, which is back in there. And a video of installing this new hard drive as opposed to this old one down here. Thermaltake cases have this toolless design. Like most other cases, it just slides out. What I just noticed was with that toolless case, that rattles. This one only has one screw holding the whole hard drive in. And it's dead tight. Like, the wobbling that you see is me moving the whole case. So, I don't know. I don't think that really matters, but I might swap that out with a screw or something. So that's about it for this. You'll see, I'll post this video of my build soon. Probably work on that tonight. And I've got a new desk that I actually built, so in the next couple of days, I guess I'll get it on Monday. The desk, which is 2 days from now. So what I'll do is I'll take everything apart, clear out the whole area, get rid of the desk, and then I'll bring the new desk in and I'll record how I got the gaming setup done. And that's about it, guys. So if you liked the video, feel free to like it. If you didn't, feel free to dislike it. Doesn't really matter. And that's it.